Greetings everyone, a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you for joining me for this month's Pisces August tarot reading. We are going to be using these 3 different decks of cards and they will all be utilised for different perspectives of the reading, but don't worry about that, we'll work it through as we go through the reading. So I shall put these 2 decks aside for now, and just before I start with the shuffling, you received some mantra or a mantra at the beginning before I started your video, and your mantra was it says, I am in the right place at the right time. You also received a message from Archangel Metatron and it said miracles. So they sound pretty good to me. You can call upon those mantras and the Archangel at any time for the month to utilize extra power or stability or connection, however you choose to use it. 4 cards for you guys from here. It can be addressing any situation in the month, but often seems to be looking at career and finances as well. So Pisces, what's in store for you for August? The 10 of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. So 2 young, youthful ones in there for us. The page, 2 pages, a swords and a cups, another cup. This deck of cards is about the health perspective of life. Now health covers off emotional, physical, spiritual, so depending on what the cards want to say and what they want to address will be depending on the messages you receive. So let's see what's for Pisces for August. Visualization and love. And this 3rd deck is going to be dealing with relationship perspectives, and again relationships can cover off any area of life such as friendships, work colleagues, the greater community, family, romantic relationships, anything that's in there. Birthday, your desire is within reach, and holiday. Okay, I can feel quite a lot of this purpley vibe going on down here and with that visualization card in the middle as well. So I'm thinking intuition and that type of feeling could be part of the energy for the month. And Pisceans are very, very good at the psychic connection and awareness anyhow. We will be starting with the top cards, the tarot at the top, and the first one in is that number 10, the 10 of Swords. It is a gloomy looking card to begin with. It is the card of endings one way or another. So we know that endings mean new beginnings. There could be something relative for you in the eclipses that are coming. They are very powerful. There are 2 in July and 1 in August. And the card on the right at the top, this one, the 8 of Cups, almost has an ecliptical look to it with a sun and a moon there. So that could be the lunar eclipse. Now, if you are affected by the eclipses, they often address hidden issues in our life, things that we have kept behind a closed door or have been too afraid to address or didn't understand what it was meaning or what it was, you know, banging on our heads about. So these type of feelings, situations and energies will come up and there's no way of avoiding them. They push themselves forward at these times and they often mean change. Now that 10 of Swords can be referred to often as feeling stabbed in the back by someone close to you and you feel let down. So there's quite a bit in that top row, 3 cards really, that kind of are addressing emotions or relationships. And of course we're already addressing relationships down here on this bottom row. So I feel as though your emotions and people around you seem to be playing a role in this month of August. So it might have to do with, you know, how you feel about situations or people in your life, or what people are doing and how they interact. There definitely is an emotional perspective to this reading. That Ten of Swords, oftentimes when this happens, well, it needed to happen, because whoever is making you feel a bit deflated, or like, oh, I'm not valued in particular, or gee, I didn't see that coming, why are they saying that about me, or why are they mistreating me? Those people didn't deserve you in their life. You're way better than that. And when you get people who back chat about you, or who don't offer you support, or who are cheating behind your back, mate, move them out. They're not nice. They're not nice people, full stop. So why have them in your life? It can be very hard to accept that reality, especially if you've spent time and energy on these relationships with these people. But know that it takes you to a better place, and you move into newness and new awareness and new people and new situations. And that's exactly what's right next door, the Page of Cups. So I think this reading should give you some solace in saying, if you feel like you're losing someone in your life, or something you've valued, or this change is taking place and you're a bit worried about it, or you feel a bit deflated, don't be, because look at all the new opportunities coming your way. The Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, they're all about new beginnings and new offerings. Sometimes I have noticed that when the Ten of Swords turns up, it can be a time when there is an illness within either a group of friends or family members, usually older people, and they can be quite ill, and there could be a passing for a person within a few months coming up. And I also think that eclipses can do that as well. Eclipses can often signal beginnings of phases for people, such as going through puberty or menopause, or they can signal end phases of people's lives as well. So there might be someone around that you know that is moving into an end phase of life one way or another. But coming back to the Page of Cups, he can sometimes be the offer of love, and we're already seeing love here. So for some of you, this could be new romantic love coming your way. If it's not romantic love, it may be a young person who you're very connected with, who is sharing spontaneity or closeness with you. This could be a child or a sibling or a close friend or a work colleague. But oftentimes it's unexpected, closeness or connection, and it's usually always pleasant. And it inspires itself to move forward and grow further. The Page of Pentacles can be an offer coming your way around money or finances or projects or grounding or finding stability or finding, like your money might be finding a new way of growing. Sometimes it's a job offer. So if any of you have been applying for jobs or want to, this would be a good time to get your CV out there, to promote yourself and to apply for work. There's a good opportunity or chance that you could be selected or offered something. There could be some increment coming your way. You may find a small pay increase, or if you've been waiting on payments, like if you own a business, you might find that debtors pay up, or there's an unexpected payment, or from something that was in arrears in the past, and it's coming back to you one way or another. If we move to the Eight of Cups and we see that ecliptical moon thing that I've talked about, I often find that the Eight of Cups also talks to us about new beginnings. So not only have you got the Ten of Swords over on the left hand side talking about new beginnings, the Eight of Cups shows us this person walking away into the future, turning his back on something that was unbalanced, an unbalanced relationship, which is what the Ten of Swords is. So there's a kind of like double message going on, referring to the fact that if you guys have felt there's just been something out of balance, out of kilter, be aware of it and trust your intuition as well, and know when to walk away when things don't suit you anymore. And remember your words that came when it said, I am in the right place and miracles occur. So don't think that you have to put up with second best, or shoddy, shonky relationships, or being not treated fairly or correctly. Know that there is always something better coming, and that the only constant in life is change. That person is taking brave steps by walking away from something that they've invested a lot of time and love and energy into, knowing that they have, done as much as they can, and they are prepared to go forward and make new inroads. Health-wise, it can also mean that there is a little bit of feeling a bit down, a feeling like you might want to take some time out at the moment, in those cards at the top as well. Some of you may have back pain down your back. You might need to go and have a chiropractor look at it, or physiotherapy. Some of you may have your back, neck and shoulder pain. It might even go right down to your lower back and your hips as well. And it could be to do with things like kidneys or bowel type issues as well. Coming into these two cards in the middle, the visualization and the love. This card here is the third eye chakra, and it says imagination, focus, experience and manifestation. So that's a beautiful card. That talks about miracles. And when we connect with the third eye chakra and our intuition, we're connecting with ourselves at the highest level, and we receive cosmic answers. And we are also looked after by the celestial realm and the angels and our spirit guides. You can see that man's head, how the energy is just soaring up into the universe. Oh, hey, I didn't really notice, but there's the moon again. So I think these eclipses will play quite a role in your life. And he's getting a lot of information and insight from the awareness of the cosmos and that moon and the eclipses. So if any of you have had blockages in this area, it may have prevented you from seeing a reality or seeing a way out or having vision. So ways of connecting are meditation, spiritual healing or Reiki healing, wearing those colours, freeing up that part of the head or having massages around there as well. Also freeing up your neck, back and shoulders, which I'm also feeling here again. I think massage could be really good for you guys in the next month or 6 weeks, and we know that massage is a particularly beneficial tool at many levels. It really does help us to get more creative flow running through our lives. If we come to love, this is the heart chakra over here. So from a physical perspective, some of you may need heart looking at. Things like lowering blood pressure or lowering cholesterol, or making sure you are exercising and eating the right type of foods. So your diet might even be something that you are scrutinizing over the next few weeks. The words on the bottom of the love card say kindness, benevolence, sharing and receiving. And when we're in the flow of unconditional love, just as that dog is looking at us, and dogs do, they are so non-judgmental and they are so full of the gift of love. When we do that as humans, our whole life has that flow of celestial joy and bliss and harmony and positivity and manifestation. So when we are in the act of sharing and receiving, we receive more of it, and that is called manifestation. And the word manifestation is here, and the sharing and receiving is here, so they're tied up intrinsically. So it is hard for humans to give unconditional love, because by the very nature of being a human, we have an ego, and ego creates judgment within us. So the more non-judgmental positioning we put ourselves in, and the more love we open ourselves up to, the more awareness and connection and passion and creativity we experience in life. But in certain circumstances like this, and this one over here, we do need to use careful, cautious judgment and be logical when people aren't actually giving us support and kindness and benevolence and sharing. And it's about knowing the differences in our relationships in life and knowing when to step up to the plate and when to move away. So coming down to the last 3 cards here, which is the relationship sector, but I feel we've already delved so much into relationship issues. It's a little bit, we'll just see how it plays out. The first card is birthday, and it says a significant birthday holds the answer to your question. I think this must be quite a personal message for some of you, whether or not this is about someone that you might be making amends with, perhaps around their birthday time, and you sort of reinstigate a relationship with them in the guise of unconditional love, or whether this is someone new coming into your life that you find they have a birthday around about this time. So possibly like a Leo type person, or a Cancer person, or even a Virgo. That could mean that there is some sort of significance within a new relationship coming your way, or as I say, the reharmonizing or rebalancing of a relationship with perhaps those type of star sign or astrological energies around you. Your desire is within reach is the middle card, and it says have faith as everything is working in your power, in your favor. And I've kind of said that again in the top row. I've said don't feel too deflated at issues that happen around people or situations that you may have been trusting. Just know that as you move forward, you've gained insight, you've gained awareness, strength, you've gained your own power back to a degree. So everything happens for a reason, and we learn from everything in our life. You know, nothing is wasted, even though it might be something that we're not that keen on, or we wish hadn't happened, or that we didn't have to go through it. This third one says holiday, and it says the answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. So some of you might be literally planning a break in August. It certainly for the Northern Hemisphere is a wonderful time to get away, sort of, you know, coming to the end of that beautiful time of summer on the planet, outdoors by rivers or lakes or the sea, connecting with nature. It's a time when we're reinfused with the life force energy of the sun and of our planet. So something, if any of you are going on a holiday, might be really beneficial to yourself. So reinvigorating yourself, because remember, one of the most important relationships we ever have is with ourselves. So this could be about re-energizing you, number one, you, and also maybe meeting new people or creating new scenarios or pathways forward, possibly for businesses even, like, or new people that you meet that could help creative reasoning or events to take place for you. Many, many different things that could happen on holiday. And there's certainly people that meet their life partners when they're on holiday as well. So I think there we are, Pisces. It's quite a contemplative reading, and there seems to be quite a lot of evidence suggesting that the eclipses will play out a role for you. So you may feel this kind of turbulence going on in the background and some change sweeping through. The winds of change are coming. The winds of change are coming. So thank you for joining me, and I wish you all the very best for a happy sunny August full of love and visualization. Take care everyone. Much love. Namaste.